Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is Megneous and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs. So if you clicked on this link, you're probably thinking, I read the title and the title says a new Tyrannosaur species has been discovered, and that is exactly right. That's what we're going to be talking about today while we do our series, our episode. We're probably going to work a little bit on this room as well, but we first are going to place down a feeder and perhaps hatch our Mosasaur, and we will talk about the new Tyrannosaur species very soon, but there is dinosaur news, so please do stick around and listen to it because it's freaking amazing. So let's go ahead and jump right into the water here. Ooh, underwater. So, Mosasaurs, again, Mosasaurs are not dinosaurs, we have the egg right here. Mosasaurs are not dinosaurs, but they are marine reptiles, and ooh, I need to fix that. Unlike the other dinosaurs, including plesiosaurs in the fossil and archaeology mod, you actually have to place this egg underwater because mosasaurs laid their eggs in water. Unlike plesiosaurs, which laid their eggs on land and then the babies, like, scuttled into the water like sea turtles, for example. There's our egg. Wonderful. So we're going to wait for that thing to hatch. We do not have to be right on top of it because, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot tame a mosasaur, and Poseidon, our last one, definitely tried to eat me on more than one occasion, so we're going to try to avoid that. Let's see, may as well put the feeder down here as well. I actually have no idea if this feeder is going to work that way or not, but nah. Let's see, I need to kill some cows because we do not have any meat. Well, we have plenty of food, but no meat. Hello, little Thor. So it's time for us to go on a slight adventure looking for some cows to murder to put their meat into... Hello, cows, there you are. Put their meat into the feeder so that our mosasaur has something to eat. Probably we're going to try to make some nautiluses as well, because nautiluses and squid, apparently, are also things that mosasaurs eat like crazy. Let's see. Which one of you shall live and which will die? Let's kill the ones that are further away from our home so we don't have to travel so far in the future. You will be the first. You have been chosen. I apologize. No. The more I kill cows, the more terrible I feel, because I can swear that they're not saying moo moo, they're saying no. Oh dear lord. But yes, very nice. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a teaser on the new information for the new Tyrannosaur species. I saw it online, and I sort of freaked out because Tyrannosaurs, if you guys know, are not all giants. Let me just explain generally about the Tyrannosaurs for a moment. So, Tyrannosaurs are obviously a carnivore species, branch, family, clade, something like that. I don't know what the exact designation is in phylogeny? But, yeah, so they're a family of carnivores. They are bipedal, they are theropods. So, essentially, it's not that they're all Tyrannosaurus Rex and his family members, just that they're a large collection of species that are moderately closely related and all come off of the same evolutionary branch of the theropods, which are separate from, say, all of the herbivores and things like that, like sauropods and the what are these things called again? I cannot remember what those are actually called. No. Ceratopsids? I think those are called ceratopsids. Alright, so anyway. So essentially, not all of... Is it hatched yet? I don't think so. Not yet. We shall wait. So not all Tyrannosaurs are enormous and huge like oh man, I can't talk today. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Rex, of course, means king, so there's a reason that he's called the king of the Tyrannosaurs. Oh, do you make a little noise? Did you make a... Oh, don't eat me. Don't eat me, please. Don't eat me. He's so cute. He's tiny. I'm sort of afraid to jump in because he's following me around. Oh, he's making little bubble sounds. Do you want to play with me? I'm gonna jump in. Oh, nope, that's a terrible idea. No, don't eat me. Oh, I want to see what you look like. Oh well. I guess we'll chill with him later. Oh, little bubble noises. It's so cute. I can't get over how cute it is, despite the fact that it's ow, it's trying to eat me. Oh, I'm just gonna. Oh wait, we have to put the food. We have to put. Oh, why didn't we do this earlier? Oh man. Oh, what happened to the meat? Ow. Why did it disappear? Darn you, mod! Oh well, I guess you are just gonna be a little bit hungry until we come back later. I will fix that. What in the world happened to our meat? You know what? I'm actually gonna fix this right here. What was that? That was a beef, right? That was 13, I think? 13 pieces? Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that was 13 pieces of beef. You can go away, Mosasaur. Ugh. There we go, 520. That's good. Run! Alright, so once again, Tyrannosaurus Rex is called T-Rex because he's the king of the Tyrannosaurs. He's currently, as far as I know, the largest Tyrannosaur we've ever found. However, there is a new species that has been found in Utah. Yeah, of all places. Utah is famous for a lot of things, not all of them as awesome as dinosaurs. But indeed, so in Utah at the, what is this place called? The Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument, which is a very, very long name for what I assume to be sort of a natural geological feature of the land, I suppose, of southern Utah, I think it is. So they found these fossils of a new species of Tyrannosaur. It's quite a bit smaller than T-Rex, but it's not really small. Some Tyrannosaurids are like incredibly tiny, like the size of almost Deinonychus, like sort of the size of velociraptors in the Jurassic Park movies, somewhere around that size. So some of them were about that big. This one I do believe is bigger than that. The skull looks quite sizable. You can find a picture of the skull if you go to ScienceDaily.com or any other science site, I'm sure. Did our picture just disappear? That was weird. Yeah, there are several very interesting things about this species because, first of all, this particular species represents the earliest known member of a family of tyrannosaurs that are unique for having very broad backs of their skulls. Who knows why that would be necessary? Maybe a larger brain? Who knows? But I'm not gonna guess on that. All I know is that there is a branch of tyrannosaurs that are known for having very wide, broad brain cases in the back, skulls, and generally, it was believed that these species had evolved somewhere around 70 million years ago, which is not very long before they end up all dying anyway, but according to this fossil is about 10 million years older, so that pushes back the date of evolution to about 80 million years, give or take. And that is wonderful, because it's always better for us to know precisely, or more closely, when various families of various species and stuff showed up, because it gives us a better idea of what was running around at any particular time. Also, this was in the late Cretaceous, by the way. You probably already know that since, 90 to 70 million years is the late Cretaceous, but again, just in case you guys didn't know, it is indeed the late Cretaceous period. Approximately 80 million years ago is when this fossil was formed. They didn't find a complete skull. They ended up finding like pieces of a skull and then filled the rest in with essentially doing lots of math and then forming some stuff based on other species' skulls and using like plaster and things like that. All sorts of wonderful things that paleontologists do. So they did that. There are... What is another interesting characteristic of this dinosaur? Another interesting characteristic was that it has somewhat forward-facing eyes, like most predatory theropod dinosaurs did, which means that it probably had binocular vision, which was very useful for it because it was a predator and not an herbivore. Generally, eye position for most animals, if you check it out, a lot of herbivores have sideways facing eyes so that they can see more, they can see a larger angle around themselves. Let's go to sleep so we don't have to deal with creepers. So they don't have to worry about, you know, enemies showing up on their left and right. Humans, for example, we have peripheral vision. And we're awake. Humans have peripheral vision, but our peripheral vision is generally very poor. Whereas, say, deer and various other animals, horses come to mind. They have very sideways facing eyes. Well, compared to other species. Humans, of course, are apex predators. Our eyes are square in the middle of our faces looking forward. So our peripheral vision is really, really bad compared to most herbivores. Where is some wood? I want some wood. I don't want to use that wood, though. That wood's very important. Let's see if we can make some nautiluses, since we need those for our little mosasaur anyway. Do I have a bucket? I do not have a bucket. Let's see, am I forgetting anything about this dinosaur? Broad back of skull, forward-facing eyes. Ah, yeah, so its actual name. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So, the new Tyrannosaur is called Lithoronix Argestis? I have no idea how to pronounce Latin, but yeah, so Lithoronix actually means King of Gore, which is a terribly amazing, awesome, like, BA name all up in this. And I think that that's amazing. I think it's very, very cool that scientists generally, the stereotype is, oh yeah, you know, they look like Megneous. They're skinny dudes with the glasses or contacts. They have bad vision, and you know, they're not very awesome. But when it comes to naming dinosaurs, man, we got this. Like they're all over it. They're like, this thing is called the King of Gore. You wouldn't mess with a dinosaur called the King of Gore. You wouldn't mess with it for one moment. There's already a bucket in here. All right. I am cool with that. Just gonna let you guys stew in there for a moment. Yeah, I need some wood because I want to make chests inside our house so I can get rid of these chests out here. I don't know, if I just break these, I don't know what'll happen to everything inside of them. And I don't want to risk losing like our scarab gem and stuff like that, so... Let's see, I do have an axe, wonderful. Let's go cut down some trees. Oh my. This is a very large tree, actually. So, Utah. I mentioned Colorado a lot as a place where lots of interesting fossils are found. There's also wonderful fossil sites, say, in Alaska and very, very cold places. I'm pretty sure that Canada is famous for finding lots of hadrosaur fossils. But Utah is not a place that I've talked about before. Utah has an amazing number of fossil sites. There's, like, this particular fossil site, the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument, this thing. I had never heard of this place before, but apparently from a recent expedition, paleontologists are bringing back loads and loads of fossils, and apparently all of the fossils they're finding, almost all of them, are new species that have, until now, been unknown to science. And it's always amazing when you realize that, yeah, this ecosystem existed 70 to 90 million years ago, and it existed just like right there in, you know, the sort of like the mid-US, the central US. And It was just there so long ago, and yet we know so little. We've been studying dinosaurs and fossils for so long, and yet we know almost nothing. There's so many species that we have not yet found, species that we have found, and they're sitting in museums in the back rooms, and no one's analyzed the fossils yet, so no one knows if they're important or not. All sorts of things like that. This is definitely the time, by the way, when we'll start finding lots of... no, ow. When we'll be finding lots of news about fossils that are being identified, because usually fossil digs happen in the summer when it's warm and you can, like, go outside. I'm sort of... I am building onto a tree. And then when winter comes around, the paleontologists, instead of going out when it's cold and freezing, except for those that go to Alaska, because you can't really dig for fossils when the ground is thawing. In fact, thawed ground is a terrible place to find fossils in the first place, but if you dig up things when it's summer, for example, things can be damaged. It's not very good for fossils. So generally all of the Alaskan and cold climate paleontologists usually go out during the winter, as far as I've seen on documentaries and stuff like that. But during the winter, since winter is of course right around the corner, it's already here basically in South Korea. I'm freezing. It's really freaking cold. But this is the time when paleontologists will be in their nice warm offices in museums and universities studying the things that they've already found and trying to figure out what the heck they are and if they can publish it and become famous. Looking back at some various species, actually, I can't imagine how paleontologists felt like their feelings when, like, the first bones of Spinosaurus aegypticus were discovered and they were like, this is the largest carnivore we have ever seen in our lives. What was that like? I want to know that feeling. Apples falling from the trees. Please give me your wood. I do believe that should be plenty of wood. So let's go home, make ourselves some chests. I love that, like, my home is partially shown here through the side because, you know, when you make a home into a mountain, you sort of have to deal with some unexpected design complications. Where I should move this into my home as well. Let's see, where should we put this? I want this to be my analyzers. These can be my ovens, and then maybe here? Why do I have two crafting tables? I am so confused. But anyway. Wait a second, did I just get this wood and I already had these wood planks? Wow, you guys were probably, like, screaming at me. I apologize. We were talking about dinosaurs anyway, no one cares. It could be that we almost don't have enough to do this anyway. Hang on. Let's see. Alright, so that worked out well. I don't know. Can I put... Where can I put these? Can I put these in walls? Will they work if I put them in walls? I'm getting the feeling that they probably won't. Let's see. I want to try. I get the feeling that they're not going to open, but... yeah, they don't open. There we go. Where should I put these? Maybe put them right here? Could, like, put them now. Maybe I should put them here. Yeah, okay, this looks good. Yeah, that works. I like it. Wonderful. Okay. Oh wait, I already have analyzers over here, don't I? Alright, so I don't need analyzers. That's good. Alright, so that's about everything that we had to talk about today, although I do think there may be a special video coming up soon. I'm not going to tell you guys too much about it, but I just wanted you guys to know that I'm going to attempt to do something with Skype. I don't know if it's going to work out very well, but you guys should hang out and, like, see if it works. Anyway, so also, I'm not going to be naming this, this dodo over here in this cage with Manny. Lots of people have been suggesting Ice Age names, I support that. And also the Mosasaur that's over there, if you would like to name it, please leave a name in the comments below. I don't know when we're going to be choosing names for the Mosasaur, but we will soon, no worries. So thank you everyone for watching. My name is Megneous, and I will see you next time.